Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. My name is Xiao. Today I wanted to show you guys how I dermaplane at home. So dermaplaning, if you don't know what that is basically just taking off the dead skin and the peach fuzz on your face using a blade. I have gotten my face professionally dermaplaned, I'd say at least 3 times now from the same person, and I enjoyed the outcome so much because I have really dull and dry, and I actually have a really hairy face too, so dermaplaning is such a great option for me. And in this video I do show you guys how I prep my skin, how I actually dermaplane obviously, and then aftercare because that is really important. So if you guys would like to see how I dermaplane at home, then definitely just keep on watching. Okay, before we begin, I just want to put out a little disclaimer. I am in no way a professional. I'm just sharing with you guys my own experiences. So if you do plan to try this yourself at home, please use your best judgment and take the proper precautions. Do your research. Hopefully you learned something from my video, and just be careful. Okay, so what exactly is dermaplaning? Dermaplaning is a skin treatment that uses an exfoliating blade to skim dead skin cells and hair from your face. That was a tongue twister. What are some benefits of dermaplaning? These are just some of them, which helps to promote smoother skin, which allows for better application of makeup and reviews glowing skin. It also diminishes the look of fine lines and provides deeper product penetration. It also works on all skin types, especially dry and dull skin, which is myself. So basically the only thing you really need to do this yourself is a blade, but I will mention throughout the video some products that I use and just some tips. I use an actual scalpel, which I bought from Amazon. If you guys are new to this, please do not use a scalpel. I will mention an alternative. So I bought a pack of 10 scalpels from Amazon. They're each individually packaged and very sterile. I use a new one each time I do a session. So they come with a cap and they are very, very sharp, as you guys can see. If you're new to doing this yourself, I really recommend getting some type of brow trimmer. This is my favorite one. I get them at Target. They come in packs of 3, and I like this one because the blade is really short, so you can be really precise and not like accidentally cut off part of your eyebrow or something. So please just find any kind of brow trimmer and start with that. Okay, so to begin, you first want to prep, which consists of practicing, washing, and hydrating. So if you're new to dermaplaning, I really recommend practicing maybe on your arm or your leg. You really want to practice your angle, your pressure, and the pace that you're going at. You obviously don't want to take your blade straight on. You want it at a 45-degree angle, and it's really important to practice before you actually take the blade to your face. Next up, you want to wash your face and also your hands. So you want to get rid of all the dirt and makeup and buildup on your face so that you can have a clean canvas to start with, obviously, and then making sure your hands are clean because you're going to be touching your face a lot. And then the last step to prepping is applying some oil on your dampened skin that you just dried. I like to do this because it smooths and prevents tugging when I go in with the blade. I've seen some people not do any oil on their face and they just go in with the blade on dry skin. I personally don't like it, but I do that sometimes when I feel like there's dry patches. I feel like with no oil, the blade takes off the skin better, but with oil, the blade takes off hair really easily. So I recommend at least a light layer of oil. I put this all over my face, even on my neck, wherever I'm gonna go in with the blade. We're almost there, I promise. I just wanted to show you guys some before pictures. I'm naturally very hairy, especially my sideburns, and my last session was 2 weeks ago. I purposely grew out my hair so I could film this video. As you guys can see, I do have a lot of hair on my sideburns, and I don't want to say that my hair grows back patchy, but it kind of does, but it's no issue if I keep up with the dermaplaning. And this is just what my forehead looks like. To me, I feel like it looks a little scaly. I mean, I do have moisturizer and oil on, but it just doesn't look the best. And then my chin has a lot of sebaceous filaments, which is basically just like clogged pores. So you have like a lot of these little white things on your chin, and it's really annoying. And then lastly, here's just a really nice shot of my mustache. Again, it grows back a little patchy, but if you keep up with the dermaplaning, it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, let's finally start dermaplaning. So I'm just going to, throughout this video, put in some tips here that hopefully are helpful to you guys. So the first thing you want to do is pull your skin taut, which is basically just pull it lightly so that it provides a wrinkle-free surface so you don't cut yourself. You'll also want to use small strokes just because it'll be more precise and you're more likely to avoid getting any cuts if you're using smaller strokes. I also like to shave against the grain, which is just the opposite way the hair grows. For me personally, I like this because it just gets a closer shave, but if you do have sensitive skin, I don't recommend doing this just because I've done some research and they don't recommend shaving against the grain for sensitive skin. So just do whatever is best for your skin. You also want to clean your blade pretty often. This just helps to provide a better shave and it helps to prevent the spread of any bacteria or germs or anything like that. So I'm also sorry if this grosses anyone out, but I really wanted to show you guys. Next up, I'm moving in on my beautiful mustache and I'm just taking, again, light small strokes. You also want to be really careful around any of the curves on your face, like your nose, your chin, ears, forehead, around your eyes, just because it's not a flat surface and you just want to take your time and go slow. The areas that are hardest for me is around my nose and on my chin, just because I feel like I have a lot of clogged pores or sebaceous filaments. But as I mentioned earlier, sometimes I do like to dermaplane on dry skin just because I feel like it takes off skin better than when you have some oil on your face. I feel like with oil it takes off your hair better, but with dry skin it takes off dead skin better. So sometimes I do go around my nose, my forehead, and my chin on dry skin, but again, just do what is best for your skin. And then when it comes to my chin, I personally do put a little bit more pressure just because I feel like it's a little bit more bony and my skin can kind of take it. So I like to go both directions, upwards and downwards, just because I really want to try to get those sebaceous filaments. It doesn't obviously unclog your pores, but it does help to scrape off whatever's on the surface, and you can kind of see that buildup on the blade there. You also want to be very careful around any active acne or just any open wounds, just because obviously you don't want to go over it with the blade. So either go around or just use a very light pressure. If it's like a closed wound, you can go over it with a really light pressure. And then lastly, for the upper lip area, I like to go an upwards movement like so, and I just like to flatten the upper lip a little bit and then kind of tug the bottom just so it flattens it out and it really gets all the hair. Alright, I'm pretty much done dermaplaning, but please brace yourself or skip a couple seconds if you don't want to see what my cotton pad looks like with all my dead skin. So this is what my cotton pad looks like with my entire face shaved. You can see all the hair, and like the yellowish stuff is all that like sebum and clogged pores. But you're not quite done yet. Aftercare is really important because you need to restore and protect your skin. So what you want to do first is, again, wash your face and hands. You want to get rid of any like hair and dead skin still on your face. And also wash your hands because we're going to go in with a little bit of skincare after, which is really important. After gently patting your face dry, you really want to be careful with your skin because it's very sensitive right now. You want to go in with a really good moisturizer. This is really important. You need to rehydrate your skin barrier, and the one that I like to use after dermaplaning is just this CeraVe moisturizing cream because it just has very simple ingredients, yet it still helps to moisturize your skin. Also recommend avoiding any type of chemical or physical exfoliants, which is basically like any chemical peels. Physical would be like a face brush or face scrub, and then just any other actives that could cause your skin to be too sensitive. After my CeraVe, in this clip I'm just applying more of my rose hip seed oil just because I have dry skin and I really need a lot of moisturizer, so I'm going in with this oil just to top it off. After moisturizing, you are all done and are left with beautiful, glowing, and smooth skin. So this is what my skin looks like after a session. It just has a really natural glow and just looks really soft. Obviously, I have oil and moisturizer on, which helps with the glow, but my skin just feels and looks way healthier. And then just some other tips that I wanted to mention. After a session, you want to obviously avoid touching your face just because it's very exposed and you don't want to get any bacteria on your face. Also, preferably no makeup. I say 24 to 48 hours after a session. Obviously you can, but right after a session, again, your face is really exposed and more prone to absorbing whatever you put right on top. So putting a bunch of makeup on is probably not the best idea. I also prefer to do these sessions at night just so I can put on oil and then go to sleep. But if you do it during the day and have to go out in the sun, please wear sunscreen. Lastly, depending on your skin, make sure to space out your sessions. I say at least 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and just kind of go from there. And here are just some quick before and afters, mostly of my sideburns, but these pictures really don't do it justice. Alright, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got some helpful tips from the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you guys want to see more videos from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.